Hello, Salsgard here with another episode of Dragon Age Origins. In the last episode, we finished up with the Mage Tower and we got brought to Ostgard to become a Grey Warden.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
We had just finished talking with Duncan and he told us to get prepared and when we were ready to meet him at his little camp area. So there's a few different things that we can do before we go to deal with the Grey Warden stuff.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know.
People really like talking in this game. Okay, so one of them is that we can talk to this.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
We can talk to this kennel warden, kennel, whatever, kennel master, and help out with the Mabari. What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
If you're a monster, you can just go ahead and kill the dog, but I would never do that. Even if there was someone watching me, they'd never forgive me. Dropped my microphone. So we'll put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Okay, and the next thing we can do is go and talk to this guy up here in a cage. If we help him out, he'll give us a key to this chest down over here.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes.
Huh.
So let it be.
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
And if you don't ask him why, or what he'll give you, or why you should help him, I don't think he actually gives you the key as a reward, so you have to ask him, why would I help you? Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
If you ask him about why the guards couldn't find the key, he'll say that he hid it somewhere very creative. He's really covered in blood. I have no idea why. Or is it supposed to be mud?
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I had a chat with him.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Persuade.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
I'm pretty sure if you don't have a high enough coercion skill, or if you don't put any points into it, you'll have to pay him, but if you can coerce him or persuade him, then he'll give it to you for free.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here you go. You can also kill him, but I'm trying to be kind of good most of the time.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
We can't use it right now because that mage down there by the chest will stop us, so we'll have to wait until later. So this is one of the guys that we're going to have to be taking with us for the to do the Grey Warden test.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
Isn't that a little paranoid?
That depends on what kind of life you've led. Me, I'm perfectly willing to accept that this joining is some kind of punishment. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'll watch your back if you watch mine, although I wouldn't trust this guy as far as I could throw... I'd trust this guy about as far as I could throw him.
Oh, I'll watch your back.
The charmer, I see. Oh, just don't get too distracted back there.
I'll try to keep my wits about me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
I don't think I will. Well, not right now. And then you can talk to this quartermaster.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
How dare you address me like that?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought...
Don't be
Please,
racist, you
pardon my
bastard.
terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have? Thinking that option will open up his secondary store, although I don't think I'll really buy anything from it.
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let's see your other
So long as you
goods.
keep it quiet.
I'll sell all this stuff. I don't really have a use for it right now, and I don't really like looking forward. Planning ahead is really stupid. Who needs that? I'll keep the accessories, though. None of those are very good. I don't think I really want any of these. I don't really use potions that much. And it's really expensive. I care more about your other wares,
Hello
actually.
again. Is there something you need? Let me know.
One of the most important ones to get here is the backpack upgrade, so you can carry more. And then some... Ooh, maybe a health poultice recipe? Yeah, I'll get those recipes and all the health potions. I don't really use these lesser runes. I usually get enough to actually socket my regular weapons with better stuff. Okay, and then if we head somewhere over here...
Than daughters. We who betrayed your prophet.
Where is he right now? I'm looking for an elf messenger.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. Strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old white tales.
I think he's over here talking to this knight, or that's where I saw him the last time.
You there, elf.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle. Let us consider the evil before.
Normally I don't have to look for him, so I'm not sure exactly what causes him to spawn. But there should be an elf messenger somewhere that will give us a sword if we persuade him. Oh, until that, here's Jory, another one of the members.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm Neria.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that in some places, elves are not always permitted in the military. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
It's a big secret.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
I've never noticed before, but some lines do seem to get clipped off near the end. Oh, here's the elf messenger. Get back here. You, elf.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
What do you mean?
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Yes, I do.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Yes, you're supposed to give it to me.
Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
Last time I did that I felt kind of bad, but it's actually a pretty decent sword for Allistar. I think it's quite a bit better than his normal one. Speaking of Allistar, let's go and talk to him, since we're supposed to do that before talking to Duncan. And he's up here arguing with this mage.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Some people don't like Allistar, but he is one of my favorite characters in this game. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Yes, I am.
Really? You don't look like a mage? That is... I mean... how interesting. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
That's alright.
Good. You didn't exactly catch me at my finest with the mage there. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Allistar, The new Grey Warden, though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
We're too smart.
True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Just one of the boys.
Sad, isn't it? So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
If you play a dwarf, and maybe an elf, I can't quite recall, but if you play a dwarf, a noble dwarf, you can say that you have encountered one, but if your origin story doesn't have you encountering a darkspawn, then you'll have to say no or ask him if he has.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
And don't worry, Allistar, we'll be killing lots of darkspawn. Probably a lot more than you want to. You gotta make sure his approval is nice and high. I'll probably just end up spending a lot of money on gifts, but I could just, you know, actually properly get his approval up. That'd be a nice change for once. Okay, let's talk to Duncan and get this party going. That nice fire pit ambiance with no fire damage. Just being nice and toasty right in the fire. I don't think there's any fires in this game, any like natural fires that damage you. Maybe there is, I can't quite recall.
You found Allistar, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Allistar.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Allistar. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
And what's the second one?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Allistar, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find archives and 3 vials of blood, understood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Allistar. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
There's a lot of side dialogues that you can explore, but I kind of want to get this party rolling, since if I do want to complete everything in this game, it'll be like 87 hours. And at this rate, that'll be 87, well, at least 87 weeks, which is over a year. I'm kind of hoping this won't take a year, but I do want to try and properly play through this game. Okay, so here's the sword. It has the same damage, but +2 attack. Excuse me if you heard that. I burped. +2 attack and +10 physical resistance, which makes him a slightly better tank. And I guess it looks slightly cooler. He's going to be our main tank throughout this game. Probably the only one. talk to the soldier.
I told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Well, that was a weird visual glitch. Okay, so the first combat encounter we have is with some wolves up here. There's some up ahead and some in behind this little hill here. Okay, so Allistar can go and take care of the wolves. Jory can tank that one over there. You're a ranger, so you can take care of that. I'll focus on this one, I guess. Or I guess they'll all just go in and start doing whatever. You know, that works too. Okay. Shield pummel you. I want to pommel strike you. Freeze you. And I guess I can attack you.
Now we do battle.
And David can come in behind this wolf and start backstabbing it. You can freeze that one and then bolt that one. And then deal with this one that's attacking Allistar from behind. That went fairly well.
Now I'm all lightheaded.
One of the nice things about this game, or, well, I find it to be nice, is that your party regenerates in between combat encounters, so you can just wait for your party members to heal up. I guess that means I could have used some more mana to heal him up during the fight, but I'm not very tactical.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well,
Just me,
not half
with
as
my
bad as he
beautiful
looks, is
chin.
he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
You definitely sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I guess I'm the only man here.
I know I'm relying on you to protect me. Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Okay, so then there's a wildflower up ahead that we need for our little Mabari hound. And the next encounter is this group of Darkspawn here. You can't really see too well from that viewpoint, but there's 1, 2, 3 archers and 2 melee guys. One issue with this encounter here for mages and for archers is that if you try and shoot at these guys from the wrong angle, then your bolt, your staff bolt, or staff projectile, or your archer's arrows will get interrupted by the terrain. So I guess I'll try and take out the melee guys first, and then have Davith and Jory take care of those guys back there. So, Allistar, you can go over there. Davith and Jory, you guys can hang back.
On it. On it.
Let Allistar engage, so you guys can have an easier chance to go up there. And heal Allistar up a bit. Nope. Well, I guess that didn't really work out too well, so I'll deal with that Hurlock that's attacking them from behind.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
And take care of that one. And now we can finish them up. I'm just gonna let Jory die. At the very least, I won't heal him. In my headphones, the music is a bit too loud, so I'm gonna turn it down some. It's kind of good, but I want to be able to hear what I'm saying. I guess some of you might not want to hear what I'm saying, because I'm not the greatest sounding, but that's just something I have to deal with. Okay, elf fruit.
What?
And then there's a pretty big encounter up here by these little ruins. There's a little darkspawn camp. So, hold position. Davith can have a bow out. Me and Davith will go up here onto this ridge to try and get the high ground. And then Allistar and Jory can go in and take these guys head on.
I will help however I can.
Don't just stop moving. Run in there.
I am ready.
Okay. So I want to focus on the archers first, probably.
Here.
You can do that. I'll get a pinning shot on you, I guess. Take out the Hurlock. Heal up Allistar. Don't you shoot at me. Okay, that's one guy I dealt with. Jory's taking a beating, but I don't really care about him. I guess I probably should have cared a bit more about him, because we're still pretty deep in the combat. I should quickly set up a tactic so that if his health is below, like, 25% or 50%, use the most powerful health poultice, because you're my main tank. Focus. You can focus on the archer. Have some archer v archer action.
It is begun.
Don't move. Attack. Oh, that's not good. Heal you up. Come on, get unstunned.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Right.
You're not attacking anyone.
It is begun. Quickly, we must fight!
The last time I did this fight, it went a bit better. I guess I should take them off of hold position so they can try and actually do something on their own. Yeah, this definitely could have gone a lot better, but it's probably mostly my fault since I let Jory die so early.
Let us do it quickly. It shall be done.
I don't want to fight you.
It is begun. As you say.
Oh, he resisted that spell.
There is no glory in bloodshed. I shall do it.
I'm ready.
No. That definitely could have gone better.
As you say.
I think I probably tried to overplan. I didn't really need to do the hold ground and then position people at the high ground and all that. Okay, and then there's that codex entry that tells me about these chastened signs, and if you go and find a bunch of them, then it'll lead you to a treasure.
Looky here.
Okay, so I want to go willpower, magic, constitution. At the very least, that's what I'm going to go with. I really hope that my micro arm that I ordered comes in soon. It's really not good to have it positioned on this cup. It's not very stable and it gets in the way. Okay, so you can have... Normally I go with rejuvenate and then regenerate. Might be nice to have some more attack. But it's only temporary, even though it doesn't say that. I'll go with heroic offense. Okay, and then the next chastened sign is over here.
As you say.
It would be a bit cooler if it didn't show the little markings on the map and you had to actually go and find them, but... meh. Okay, then there's some more dark spawn up there, and I think there's some rogues hidden up ahead. Or I guess there might not be. Okay, you can go up there. You can also go up there. Let's have basically everyone else besides Allistar go and attack these guys up here. You have a buff, Allistar.
Right to the face.
Kill that Burlock.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, there's still this archer.
It shall be done.
Freeze you.
Okay, done with you now.
I think I might want to turn down the general audio a bit, or at least the sound effects. I don't know what it's like. I can't quite recall what it's like actually listening to it, but it's kind of loud in my headphones. For all I know, this could be getting too quiet, but that's the struggle with trying to balance things. I'll have to listen to the audio after I record this and see how it is. I don't think there's anything out here, even though it lets you walk all the way over here. Which is kind of odd. Usually they don't just have random paths that do nothing. Maybe it's supposed to be some sort of lore? I don't know, it seems like they're all mostly the same. There's this type of eye thing, and some sort of armored knight, and a bunch of stones. Okay, there's some loot up there. Oh yeah, I just circled back to over here. So I guess since I'm already over here, we can go over in this direction, past these nice little hanging bodies.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
And we can deal with these darkspawn. Herlock.
Off I go.
Genlock.
Must fight. Let us do it quickly.
We must be
You just backstab this guy. Or literally anyone.
Send. Enough. Let's break this quick. Another down. As you say.
And buff Jory since he has a pretty decent weapon.
Careful. I'm sensing darkspawn nearby. Best be on your guard.
Come on, steal the kill.
Now we do battle. I shall do it.
Oh, there's some rogues.
For the peace sake.
Okay, thankfully they dealt with the rogues.
Say your prayers!
Very well.
Usually I approach from the other direction, so that goes a bit better, or differently.
As you say.
But it is what it is.
What do you know? More darkspawn about. Prepare for random violence.
Okay, and if you just wait around for a bit, they'll just attack you.
Any last words? Time for some fun!
Not really the greatest rogues, since they don't take advantage of their stealth, but you can't expect them to be too smart. Okay, here's another chastened trail sign.
It shall be done.
And there's two more back there that just popped up.
As you say.
And I think this should be the last one. Is that a chastened? Yeah, that is. Oh, I forgot to loot those guys. Sometimes loot could be a bit delayed. Oh, it's up there. And loot the non-locked stuff. I guess that isn't all of them. I can give the studded leather to you, I think. Oh, no, it's just worse. I forgot to swap it back to... he could have done so much better if I would have had him equipped with that sword. I'm just the greatest at making small mistakes. And then those small mistakes just add up. Okay, there's another one over there in the fog of the map.
My Grey Warden sense is tingling. We're in danger again.
No, don't use that one. I should have moved him. Sorry, my character.
No quarter shall be given.
Oh, there's another one.
Very well.
Don't say I didn't warn you! Any last words? Say your prayers! Right to the face!
It is begun.
I guess that isn't the last
We
one.
still need to find those doc.
That isn't the last one
It is
either.
begun.
I think there's one more down there somewhere. And if you don't get that first wildflower, there's actually a few more all around this area that you can collect. Where was that wolf? I think the wolves were up ahead. Yeah, over here. So if you read one of the codexes, one of the letters to Jogby or something, it'll give you instructions to get to this area to find a chest where it's guarded by wolves. But I usually just walk there manually. You don't really need instructions to find the area. Just explore and you'll usually find pretty much everything. Okay, so I'll shield pummel you. I'll start shooting.
On it!
Can you use the pinning arrow? Sometimes the pathfinding in this game sucks. I guess there's no point in pinning him now since he's already here. You can focus on the alpha wolf, and so can Allistar since he's already here. Swap to melee, come in and stun that guy. You can buff Jory. I think that's bonus against missiles. It doesn't decrease his damage, so I guess I'll keep that one up, even though there's no missiles here. Of course, my... Nope. Heal Jory up. I don't want him to die again. Buff Jory again. Heal Allistar so he doesn't use any more health potions. I think I'll actually change his tactic so he doesn't use it until he's lower on health. I don't want him chugging so many of them.
That awesome!
It shall be done.
Okay, loot all these wolves for anything that might be valuable. And then loot this chest up here. Not useful. That's slightly better for Jory for as little time as he's going to be here.
Here I am.
And what did you get? Penalty to magic? What does magic do for non-magical people again? Spell power, potions, meh. Mental resistances, basically nothing useful for him right now. You can have this, which is just overall a lot better. More damage, more penetration, all the good things. Jeez, he's used so many poultices. Okay, and the next big encounter is going to be a little dark spawn camp up ahead with lots of traps that one of these idiots is going to inevitably trigger.
What do you need?
Ready.
But I'll try and deal with any guys who just happen to be here. There should be some rogues? No?
Point the way, boss.
More darkspawn. Close by. You know the drill.
Oh, there they are. I always think they're going to be closer than they actually are.
Let's have at it! Right to the face!
Keep you topped up, so I'm constantly spending mana. I guess we can just go and charge in now. Oh, that was not good. They're both going to die before I can do anything from fire damage. So I guess I'll just keep Allistar healed up and hope that we can survive this.
I am armed. It is begun. Now! If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
My game just crashed. I guess it didn't want me to lose that battle. So I'll have to quickly start it up again and deal with it. Okay, resume that fight and hopefully take it a bit better. So you can wait there. We'll
More darkspawn.
aggro the rogues
You know the drill.
and try and pull them back. Or maybe not. Oh, there they are.
It shall be done. I must maintain. I am ready.
Okay, there's the rogues dealt with.
Very well.
And then I'll poke at this guy a little bit.
Missed! It is begun.
I'll loot you guys, and I'll try and pull out some of the dark spawn this time. Maybe... Nope.
I shall do it.
Okay, you guys charge in there, except you don't charge in. You've got a bow for a reason. I guess I'll just solo
begun.
this emissary.
It shall be done.
I think the reason he used a fireball last time was because he's programmed to use a fireball if there's like 3 or more enemies stacked together. Okay, there's the emissary taken care of, so we can just deal with the rest of these guys very easily now. After Jory comes in and uses, or steps on a bunch of traps. He's basically my trap detector. And by trap detector, I mean trap triggerer.
Here.
Ah, Allistar, you usually don't step on one.
Now you fall. As you say.
Well, at least that went a bit better. Don't want Jory to die if I can help it, because I don't want him to get any more debuffs, which is what happens each time your guy dies in battle.
I am armed.
But I won't put too much extra effort into actually helping him. I care more about Allistar and other people who are going to be permanent members of the party.
Watch out!
And Genlock.
Say I didn't warn you.
So I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that this Darkspawn staff is more useful. Because it's slightly more damage. And it has 2 base spell power plus 1, so it has the same amount of spell power. Wait, but the Heartwood staff has plus 2 damage on the 4. So that means it should be 6 damage, right? This has more armor penetration. I'll just go with this one. It looks kinda cool.
Very well.
I am terribly wounded.
Okay, Chasing Trail Sign. This should be the final one.
I shall do it.
And that unlocked a chest, I think, all the way back in that camp. Or is it this one up here? I think there should be one up here. Yes.
More darkspawn. Close by.
And there's some rogues.
Know the drill.
It shall be done.
Okay, a bunch of nice little things. And there's a dead soldier up here that'll give us a codex entry, which will lead to a quest. Bones. So you're supposed to take that pinch of ashes up to this pile of rocks over here to summon a demon. It can be kind of dangerous, but also kind of easy, depending on how smart you are, I guess. Sprinkle ashes. Okay. Allistar's tanking. Davith should be
Very well.
ranging. You should be sundering arms.
As you wish.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
You can get an offensive buff.
No quarter shall be given.
I said range, don't run up in melee. Gezarath always seems to target Jory, even though Jory isn't my main tank, which kind of sucks, but...
Now we do battle.
oh well.
Dead yet?
Jory is of no consequence to me. Some enchanter footings. I don't really want those. I care more about magic than defense. Oh yeah, I forgot about these things. So Allistar could have been having this apprentice amulet this whole time. Just another situation where I don't think at all. Okay, willpower. What did you get for dying? Cunning. I don't care about cunning. So cunning and magic, two of the lesser injuries that I could have gotten. I could cure them using this injury kit, but it's not worth wasting them on him. Okay, and then I guess we'll just wait to regenerate before taking on this last little group of darkspawn up ahead. It's not really the best environment, and there's a lot of barrenness and trees just scattered everywhere, but I guess I probably like it because it's kind of nostalgic to me. Okay, so there's an alpha somewhere over the hill, which is a slightly more powerful darkspawn. So I can use my mage to try and drag over one or two of these guys. Don't move too close.
I shall do it.
Or I guess I'll just duel you at a range, that works too.
On it.
It's a fine thing we've done.
Very well. I shall do it.
Nope, that aggroed the rest of them. Okay, so Allistar, I want you to charge in and die for me.
You need help?
Or just don't charge in, I guess. No, I guess if we stop here, we can actually just kill these guys without aggroing him.
Say your prayers!
Okay, you deal with you. You attack you. You attack you. You come in and attack him.
I am armed. I will not fail. Now we do battle!
Right to the face!
It is begun.
Okay, and I'll start dealing with you. You guys can still attack him, you know. I don't like how hold position makes them just completely stop trying to attack anything. Why did you swap to daggers again? Stop.
I will not fail.
Okay, now all of you can just go in and attack that guy. You can shield pummel. You can sunder his arms.
On it.
I'll just ranged attack him. For some reason, engaging in combat a lot of the times just clears anything that they were going to do, even when I ordered them to go and do it to the targets we're engaging, which is kind of annoying.
Right away.
You can go and backstab this guy. Jory can get a buff.
No quarter shall be given.
Any last words?
Careful! As you say.
And some more loot to sell. And since that's the last combat encounter we're actually going to use Davith and Jory in, I'm actually going to take all their loot, or all their gear, because I really want it. I want everything they have, so they can just run around naked. Okay, some death root.
It shall be done.
And now we'll have our encounter with my favorite character, Morrigan. Well, one of my favorite characters. The Dark Witch of the Wilds.
Well, well. What have we here?
Get some pictures for the...
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking
Nope,
amidst
not
a
that one.
corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an
Gotta get
intruder,
some thumbnail pictures.
come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy
What's with that weird
prey?
coloration right there? I've never noticed that before. It's kind of weird.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes.
Swooping is bad.
Swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have
There's
you
some
no minds
weird
of
coloration
your
here
own?
as well.
You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for it was not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
There's some mods or texture packs you can get to change how Morgan looks, but I find that quite a few of them are a lot uglier than what she is right now. Some of them make her look like a completely different woman. Who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Could you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
They must have been really cold because they don't have any clothes. Seems like there's something odd going on with the lighting that's making people turn blue.
Greetings,
I guess it might be something
Mother.
to do with the light floating above
I bring
her.
before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or
The
open
discoloration
one's
there is
arms
gone
wide.
now.
Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? What? It seems I
Oh, the
don't.
discoloration's back.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan
And
must
it's
have
gone
told you
again.
that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
I just
Why
noticed what it
not?
is. There's a weird thing
Take
going
them
on with
to
these
your Grey Wardens and
like,
tell
weird
them this blight's threat is greater than
designs
they realize.
that appear, and it swaps between these like weird tattoo things and her just having bare skin and this weird discoloration in between. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's kind of weird. Thanks for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Okay, and since we're just a bit over the 1 hour mark, and we're about to get into the next little section that's pretty important, I think we'll call that the episode. So when we pick up next week, we should be dealing with the joining ceremony and seeing whatever happens. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to these 2 guys that I stripped naked. They'll definitely be important characters later, right? So, if you liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to hear about any upcoming videos. And have a good one.